Well, speaking of weather, how about no more shoveling, maybe no more yard work, and then a happy hour 7 nights a week? That sounds awfully appealing.
Yes, it does. To a growing number who are moving to downtown Minneapolis, too. In the last decade, the population has grown 25%. The Downtown Council hopes to see it double by 2025. As Susan Elizabeth Littlefield shows us, most new residents are empty nesters and retirees ditching the sprawling suburbs for the city.
These days, Minneapolis is undeniably cool.
You've got restaurants, all the sports venues.
Guthrie Theater, music.
Everything is here. Everything you can possibly want.
And that's exactly why the Borjas are selling their Edina 4-bedroom.
We want to be downtown. We want to enjoy, going out. They don't have to drive all the time everywhere. You know what I mean?
Their youngest kids are graduating high school and moving out. 51-year-old Nina and Rolando say they're leaving too.
You can go to the theater, to the bar, to the restaurant.
Yes.
Walking distance. So
it's like
that's
your kids again.
Yes.
It's coming very common now. No,
Rodolfo Trujillo is their agent. He specializes in the suburbs.
Before, when they have kids, they want to be in the suburbs, closer to the good schools and all kinds of stuff like that. When everybody moves away, now everybody wants to go back to the city. They want to be in the inner city, because it's where the action is.
That's not just an observation. It's an all-out trend.
Over 60% of the folks down here are empty nesters.
Luke Kleckner specializes in downtown real estate. He says his clients are generally looking for 2 or 3 bedroom condos from $300,000 to $1 million plus.
They're coming from all over. I mean, Woodbury, Lakeville, Apple Valley, to the west side in Edina, Wayzata, up in Maple Grove. The regular parents can, do their thing at their suburban house, but you got the grandparents down here and being hip.
These grandparents are the definition of hip.
We have the whole downtown skyline, Wells Fargo, IDS, Fauché Tower.
After raising their 3 kids, the Colleens left their small town of Granite Falls for this tall building.
We went from about 4,600 square feet to 1,200.
Bike trips, Vikings games, Lynx games, theater, food, they do it all with their neighbors.
Somebody said, it's like a co-ed dorm for older people.
But she says they socialize with all ages in their building.
This building was originally built in 1902.
And it seems socialization is a big pull.
Gin, anyone?
For seniors like these, who seem to be reliving those college years. Responsibly, of course.
So we come here in Uber, or go home and Uber with friends.
They're part of a group called Mill City Commons, people who are 55 plus trying to remain happily independent as long as possible.
We kind of look at each other now again and say, can you believe at this age in our life we've met this many people and feel this connected?
But the decision to move downtown isn't just emotional, it's practical.
They just want to be able to turn the key and leave. And that's hard to do if you've got, a house there and you got to worry about, who's going to plow the snow and who's going to take care of this and that, make sure that the heat's on.
Herb Towsley teaches real estate at the University of St. Thomas. He says seniors are good for the downtown market.
They've probably been in their house for a long time, and so yeah, they come out with a lot of equity. And so, a lot of these people are able to pay cash or, pay a big percentage down on one of these condos downtown.
When you're our age, it's like freedom.
The Borjas are hoping to have a bite soon so they can scoop up a condo of their own, just like the Colleens. Would you ever have thought you'd be in the middle of the action at this stage in life?
No.
But they are glad they are, just like so many others who are making the golden years a little bit brighter.
Susan Elizabeth says that she talked with people for this story who were 51 years old all the way up to 92. Some are snowbirds. As for the drawbacks, residents told us that storage is minimal and there's not much room for guests, but they tell us that is a small price to pay.